What's good? It's your boy Passport Dog here, and I'm in Quibdo, Choco, right here in Colombia. It's an all-black city here in Colombia, and my first impression of this place, man, it's a real different vibe here. I didn't even know this place existed until a week ago. Decided to come here on random, and my first impression, man, is it's different. It's really different. Honestly, it's I don't even feel like I'm in Colombia. I feel like I'm in a whole different country. That's not Colombia. Some other different country. Completely different vibe.
Like I mentioned before, it's an all-black city, as in I blend in perfectly here. Like, nobody recognizes me as a foreigner or looks twice my way. I truly do blend right in this city. So if you're black, you will blend right in. Like, nobody would even notice you. Nobody will think you're a foreigner until you start opening your mouth and start speaking. That's when people are going to realize, oh, this guy's not from here. But you will blend right in. Some fun facts to know, Uber doesn't work here. So to get around, you really need to use a moto. And a moto to get around just about anywhere. This city is very small. It's going to cost you about 3,000 pesos to 5,000 pesos maximum on the moto. You want to use a taxi. The taxis are a little bit more expensive. It's going to cost you about 10,000 pesos. And it's a very small city, so navigating anywhere is very, very cheap and inexpensive.
Todos ustedes, ahí los que están viéndolo en este momento, estamos en el centro de la capital Quibdó, al frente del almacén Mega 10. La bienvenida para todos ustedes que visiten a Quibdó, departamento de gente hermosa, gente linda, gente cálida. Aquí los invitamos, tenemos muchos paraísos, especialmente desde Tunendo. Aguas hermosas. Si te vas a Nuquí, es lo hermoso que es de Nuquí con aguas termales. Y si pasas por aquí, por el almacén Mega 10,
Also, things like Rappi don't work here, so you really got to go out and find your food. You can't have things delivered. And the housing situation, it's this city is very old. So there's not a lot of modern housing around. There's a couple good hotels around. It's not that modern. It's a very old city. You're not going to get the most fancy accommodations like you would expect in Cartagena or Blado. It's very old city, so not a lot of good housing options, but there's 3-4 good hotels here. I do feel like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. A lot of beautiful black Afro Colombians around, and they're very friendly, very nice. If you saw in my previous video, I met this chick. I just met her, and she was so cool. She took me around. We went out for lunch, and going out in the nightlife, I do see a lot of women are out by themselves in these groups and tables. They're very friendly, very approachable. That's my experience here. They're super cool, super laid back people here. I really do fuck with it. But the nightlife scene is not that eventful. There's literally one block is called Calle 31, Street 31. And there's literally 4, 5, 6 bars around. It's very Colombian. I say all Colombians really party and go out the same way. They're in these groups and these tables and their cliques, listening to music, drinking, dancing. And the most popular club here is Jenny Lao. Actually, there's a Jenny Lao in Medellin. Fun fact, the one in Quibdo is the original Jenny Lao. It's the first and original Jenny Lao. The one in Medellin is actually the second one. And that's the nightlife scene is not very eventful. It's pretty small in this like Calle 31. It's not a big nightlife scene at all. But they are out here. The chocolate baddies are out here. There's not really a tricking scene. And I want to tell you guys, like, outside of Cartagena, outside of Medellin, you're not going to find a tricking scene like that at all in Colombia. It's very concentrated in these two cities. So no like big strip clubs or massage or spa parlors or anything like that. And you won't really find a big scene like that outside of the Cartagena and Medellin. Like, you go to these other cities, it's more for like, you want to get you a normal girl. And that's what it's good for, like traveling around. Like, these other cities are good for actually finding a decent wife if that's what you're looking for. But tricking scene, not really there. There are 0 foreigners here, literally 0. You guys are not coming out here. And it's not, I wouldn't live here, honestly. Like, this city is not a place that I would live. Like, the housing situation is not that great. And honestly, the food, I had a bad experience with the food here. Like, I had to use the toilet, you can say. I had to use the bathroom several times with the food here. I don't know, maybe I didn't go to the best restaurants or whatever, but I did not have a good experience with the food. The housing is not that great. I would not live here. I would come back here for the festival in September. They have a huge festival I would like to visit and go to. I'm gonna check it out in September.
Going across the river to Bahia. It's supposed to be a party over there.
And I would like come here for like a couple days, like get my feet wet, basically like get my prospects of some like chocolate baddies, then like fly them out. Because it's real cheap to like fly people. Flying domestic travel within Colombia is very cheap and efficient. So to fly a chick out, it would be like nothing. So that would be my play. I wouldn't really live here, but it's a nice place to visit. Got to come back in September. But I really enjoyed myself here. Like I said, people are very friendly, nice. Women are very approachable. But like, you're not just gonna, in Colombia in general, you're not just gonna pull up on a chick and just have a one-night stand like a chick you just met off. They're very conservative, very like get to know you type people. But if you got the time, it is available to you. Then they're in abundance. They're in abundance. Like you're gonna have your pick of the litter. There's no foreigners around, but it's not that modern of a city.
And Quibdo.